racist
And
talk.
we'd like to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us.
And we're slightly homophobic, transphobic.
That's it?
Yeah, that racist talk isn't funny right now, man.
That really is it. But not for long.
No.
I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
Secretly it still is, but we can't let anyone know
Sure
that.
about that?
Of course, as long as you help.
We can make fun of Asians.
Wait. And I'd
No
have
comment.
To pay for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000.
These are all quasi-Asian people in this game.
On, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me.
Cloud's Asian and Tifa.
You're the best.
Aerith, I guess. I think, yeah, you're right though about Aerith. They made Aerith like less Asian and Tifa more Asian.
I don't remember ever saying that, but okay.
I think you did.
Okay. I do say a lot of things.
Tifa's much better this time around. It's the polygons.
She doesn't defy gravity as much as she used to, but...
Guess it's time for introductions. Hey, you okay in there?
Chase was getting all mad earlier about, like, the fact that there weren't more Minecraft videos under the one that he was watching. And then I look over and he typed in Mancraft. So it's like somehow Minecraft,
Ooh.
somehow Minecraft, and then like a dude building a gun.
Better get those parental controls on there.
Yeah.
I foresee a very, very long review with this game. If anything, because of all those freaking emails. I swear it's doubled since the last time I looked at it, like 2 weeks ago, too.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, there were like 6 before.
But he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
You know, Tifa asked you to check on that neighbor, and you never check on him again. And like half the time when something was happening, just because there was like a little blue notification thing on the side, I was like, oh, I guess that's where I'm supposed to go. I guess I'm supposed to check on this guy. And I never had to check on the guy. I did that like 3 or 4 times. Can you check on him?
Although the second time he was trying to touch the kids in the hideout, so they start running out of the thing, and all you hear is Michael, you're gonna have to go back to Wonderland.
Well, now, you
yeah, that
must
is
be
true.
proud.
Sometimes I wonder, like, there's points in
I'm
games
Marv,
where,
your
like, it
landlady.
seems like they're gonna have a mechanic, and then they
How'd you
just
like the
cut some stuff,
You
and they
from
forget
up
to
on
cut it all.
high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter.
Although I can't imagine
all
checking
kinds
on that
come
asshole
through
more
with
than
all
once,
kinds
so...
of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend
Especially
you
because we almost killed
Maybe
him the
about
first
anything.
time.
Even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Gosh, Marl's hair is insane.
I know, dude. I've been commenting about that like the whole time.
I didn't notice it the first time.
And then I was like, man, everyone from that stupid Turks book I hate. Including her for her hair. So, but like, what's her face? The girl, like, later on that you have to...
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep.
Oh, fuck, what is her name?
Let's get down to business, shall we? These water
Kyrie?
filters
You'd
will
have
replace
to, yeah,
themselves.
Kyrie, yeah.
Although the next batch probably could,
Kyrie.
if Jessie
God.
put her mind to it. Most
Her
every
too.
home in the area has
And
one.
I just remember the
Folks
part in
love
that
'em
book
'cause
where
they
they're driving
practically
with the
eliminate
windshield
rotten
not on the
egg
car.
smell. Honestly, they make us more money
This
than
is
this
so
place.
good.
And it's easy money too. We bring
Get
new
bugs
filters,
and dust in my
collect the
teeth.
old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier.
This is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
I'm not a salesman. I'm an all caps soldier.
Let's get this over with.
Does anybody know what the abbreviation is?
And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
Spectre.
Go ahead and keep whatever we collect.
How is there a
Seeing as you didn't bring
training
any luggage,
center? What the
I'm
fuck is he
guessing your
talking
stuff you need to
about?
buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his rounds too.
Is there some way to access something that I've just...
There's like a little training center area. You press the triangle button and you start a fight.
Oh, okay.
Hey there. Here to change
But it's not the combat simulator, which was really confusing. I was trying to get those trophies.
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need someone to fill in, I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud!
In your dreams.
Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Suppose I could take a look.
Nah, I don't need to shop. I got everything I need.
Fine, you know where
That goes for you too, Diva.
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
If I can't beat the final boss after having beat the Bahamut Ifrit duo, there's something wrong with me.
People are
Where am I going?
counting on us. If we have to...
Sorry, Tifa, I ran off. Get out.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our
What's
next
up?
stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's client.
Just met her.
Then
Yeah,
you know
fine.
what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
Wait, what's happening here? Oh. There we go.
Okay.
I got to chapter 4 in the first day.
It was done by a terrorist.
Gotcha.
Or no, second day, I think.
Hey, Marl.
Either get to like
Got
3 or
some
4 and
filters
I'm
for
like,
you.
okay, I'm just gonna go to
My
the
dear girl.
Shinra place and see
Oh,
how I handle
what's
those
the
hard
issue?
missions, and then I just kind of got
Working?
burned out and went, fuck this
Be
shit.
nice. Cloud's helping.
Couldn't handle it, huh?
No, because I guarantee you I
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
could be doubling and tripling up on all the
Still, better
support
him
materia,
than you.
but I decided not to.
With big sword, but no skill.
Yeah, Joe makes it sound like
I've got
it's gonna be a
skills.
bitch
Be nice.
when I
Yeah.
get there.
I mean, if you don't prep for it,
You're looking awfully glum.
Yeah, that's what my problem
I,
was.
I, I think look up a guide, see what the materia are, and make sure you build up to it before you get to chapter 16.
On the ground floor. Am I right?
That you
And
are.
don't do the
Alright.
3-minute guide
The money.
when you look it up on YouTube. Not that one. Look at the 20-minute
Don't do
one.
anything I wouldn't do.
It's one of them, yeah, you could beat it faster, but it's like way too hard. I tried it.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
Because if you screw up one time, you'll just like, it's over. You have no like health, you have no way of reviving.
We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the one.
I saw someone try and use like a strat with like elemental and deadly dodge with Barrett, something like that.
I didn't see that one.
It was like auto-filling Barrett's limit gauge like every dodge.
We're so sorry.
But if you get hit, it's over.
Hopefully this one would work
Yeah.
better.
Save your excuses and
crazy
get
stuff like that. But yeah, obviously, I'm only running with the base material that's from the first playthrough. But it's like, oh, okay, you only have 1 HP plus on each character, and that's it. I actually go through the rest of the story on hard, and I'll obviously get more HP plus material, but no, I'm gonna make things difficult for myself. Or quit.
Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
I don't know, I just thought it would also be just funner to get, just work on extra stuff, get everything, and then plow through the game again on hard. Now having beat the hardest thing in the game, basically, so.
If you're serious about becoming a merc,
then you could just melt, which I did. Which I have so far, anyway. I've not had a single difficult battle. Which I could not say with the first playthrough.
If I had 2 revival materials, materias, I would have not lost to that fight. But they kept killing Cloud, and Cloud was the only one with the rays.
Yeah, okay.
And so I'd have to solo it with Barrett.
So let's head up top.
Everybody's got a revival.
Yeah.
I
was on normal. It was not fun on hard.
I also looked up a build that was just like hard mode basic build, which I was pretty close to anyway. I changed a few things about it.
Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
But with the other characters, like Barrett and stuff like that.
That depends.
Yeah.
What does this neighborhood watch do?
I'll have to look at that thing later when I get back to playing it again. Got too many other games to play.
Yeah, I just kind of want to do the plats on all the new FFs as they come out. Because that's what we did for 15, so.
But now World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, we didn't do it for that. That's technically newer than 15.
Truth be told, we could really use your help.
Y'all skip that NT.
Dude, someone messaged me about NT. He's working on the plat, and he says, I think it's around like 3 a.m. my time. He says it's like primo. Because he'll go online, and there won't be anyone playing, so he'll just get into bot matches.
Yeah, there's a strat to doing that.
Yeah, but then you have to deal with the internet connection still.
Well, if
that's why you just turn it off, and it'll autofill it with a bot. Someone's already figured out a real quick way to platinum in under 60 hours.
I can't believe that the voice acting people looked at this guy and were like, he looks exactly like Charlie Sheen in Hot Shots. We need to get a voice actor that sounds just like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's an insane decision-making process.
You think Gideon Emery sounds just like Charlie Sheen?
Does he play
when he looks like Biggs?
Biggs?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, wow.
Now I wonder if he's got an American accent or a British accent.
American.
I don't care. He's way over the top with Heidegger.
Oh no, that's
Remember that time they attacked you?
That's not Gideon Emery. That's John DiMaggio.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I'm getting them mixed up. Just names
Gideon
I've heard over and over again.
Faultier.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heidegger's a bit much.
Remember when they made that he's giving some bad dialogue too, but
yeah. Just wrap my head around Wedge being played by Badger from Breaking Bad.
This was just a warm-up.
One of Jesse's little, buddies from Breaking Bad.
I only ever watched the first 7 episodes.
What?
Yeah, I never watched it.
They were great.
It was going to be our next one, I think, and then
we decided on Sopranos.
Yeah, and then we moved apart. In our physical distance and in emotional connection.
Alright, I think that might be the last of them.
I got the level 50 trophy.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Even
Only
so,
4 more.
folks will be grateful for the
How
peace
in
and
the-
quiet in the meantime.
How they just gonna be
win's a
like, oh
win,
yeah, we're
you
gonna
know?
keep it, we're gonna keep Biggs alive, and we're not
Trust
gonna
me,
say
it'll do
nothing
wonders
about
for your
Jesse.
rep.
Fuck you,
Right.
Nomura.
Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
When's the review coming out? Well, we're going to try to record it on Monday. If we can both platinum it before then. That's the plan. So it would probably, if we recorded it on Monday, it'll be out Tuesday or Wednesday. That sword's massive.
God, I love when he gets his ass bit by the dog.
Back already?
Oh, the best part is Jesse just slapping him.
You guys are machines!
You guys are machines!
Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
I could have done his voice.
I've got to ask you, what did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is
Oh,
do the
man.
work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
We would have done it for way less, too.
How's the
I know.
anyway?
Shit, I would have done it for free.
Good.
Nah, I wouldn't have done it for free. But
Glad to hear it.
I would have been like,
Seems like the perfect fit for you.
I would have pulled like an Alex Jones though,
We've been through a lot.
when he's on Joe Rogan. He's just like, ah, make sure you go to Infowars.com. Everybody go to subscribe for Infowars. Like every 5 minutes.
your Alex Jones to get pretty good, actually. That's
I
pretty good.
know.
I mean to ask.
What have you been like listening to? Please stop.
Alright. Put him on retard.
Long story.
I've
Please
got
stop. It's gonna be like Chinese water torture. Eventually, you're gonna crack.
work for you.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Welcome to.
Or I'm gonna like start believing it.
How long now, you two?
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe
Like
next
the
time.
Ben Shapiro was just a gateway drug. Like, yeah,
For a second.
the frogs are gay.
Years.
Those little homo frogs.
Since you've
That's
got
not
such a
Jurassic
new
Park.
weapon,
They're
let's
gay
see
and
if we can
straight and
put
everything
it
at the
to
same time.
Come on. Let's go chat up Weimer.
Got no shame.
The guy who tracks all the requests that
I don't
come to
have
Watch.
any problem with gay
You
people.
never know. This guy can work.
Where's
I'm
he
just
at?
saying that
Oh,
the left is turning everything gay. I got no problem with their gay. I just got a problem with them. Not the gays.
I just have a
Guys
problem.
turning them gay.
They're putting things in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. Oh.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
So just completed it today. Had to do Harbinger and Sephiroth on easy. Just gave in. Wanted to get it done. Well, the Sark.
Okay. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced
You should have done it on
fighters
normal.
to deal with the bigger critters.
You could have done it.
I'll take on
I
any
did it.
My mind
If I can do it, you can do it.
Experienced and cocky, huh?
I guess now's the time to
Challenge
platinum
you
it.
want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Prove myself on the one quest that I'll immediately win.
You were the first to gather the data I requested.
Okay, I could skip this one.
Materia. I plan to develop more. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you
that went well. Could be you found your calling.
Dude, my limit break is like going nuts
Was
in
alright,
this
I
fight.
guess.
Think of each job as an opportunity.
Like I got it and I killed all the dogs with it, and then
It's
a couple
not
more
what you
dogs
want.
came, and I had it again.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
The turn on the limit break's easy.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Back
they're,
in my
get-
day, you had to earn a limit break.
Oh, Barrett should
They're
have
getting
finished
so
collecting his share
flirty.
of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
said got real frustrated with the battle system on this game for some reason. Did you play 15, Sark? I don't have a single problem with this battle system. I don't know. I don't know why everybody's complaining about it.
I got a few complaints. I think the AI is retardo when you're not controlling him, but the whole point of it is to control him at all times, so that's kind of my own fault.
Oh, you didn't like 15's battle system either. Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
check it out.
You might. This might just not be your thing. Do you like Kingdom Hearts?
Stay away from me! Hold it!
Are you just a turn-based person?
Settle down now.
You believe everybody should take turns.
Get
Oh, okay.
You know, when I played Final Fantasy, everybody took turns. So you get to attack, then I get to wait, and you attack, I wait, you attack.
Started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
On and on until it's done.
I could be wrong.
But now with these gay frogs making the games.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his
See, I kinda think this one might be better than 15's.
Actually,
because I like how it...
maybe I should go alone.
I like the challenge. I wish 15 was harder.
Sure?
It's the least
Yeah.
I can do.
It just feels like 15 just more difficult.
Come on.
The AI is about the same, I think. They're slightly helpful, but whatever character you're playing is the one doing the job.
Yeah.
But 15 is ridiculously easy.
I feel like 15's battle system got repetitive faster, too. Maybe it's because of that ease, but...
I only think I felt that way when I was doing post-game. Like for most of 15, I was really into it. So. I don't know. I like action RPGs. I guess I'm not one of those guys that doesn't like them. I really like them. I like Kingdom Hearts though, so that's kind of just these Nomura games. They're all Kingdom Heartsy. More strategy, less button mashing, says Sark. Says this one's better.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers. And
Yeah, I would say in general it's more strategical. I do like the anti-gravity zooming around thing. It's just like an extra little fun aspect to 15.
Let him go.
I don't know. Both these battle systems are about the same caliber to me.
Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow, let
Hey! I know you think you're doing it!
Here we go.
No holding back. Time to get serious.
Ow.
I feel like this Roche guy is on cocaine.
So, is it over?
What now?
He's a talker.
He's a talker. Kill him.
Whoa!
No!
You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't
Did you joke about the
You want to live?
the Chocobo Wrangler guy being gay for Cloud?
You got it, boss. You ain't never gonna see my face.
No. Now I'm gonna be looking. Now I'm gonna be looking for that.
Yeah, every time he would like,
I know, but
I would just be like, I want to see that boy in a dress.
I just thought it was the weirdest Sam Elliott
no more.
impersonator thing with like it is a pretty gay looking like Chocobo vest.
Yeah.
And the two things do not add up in my mind. This deep voice, gravelly thing with like this really weird looking cowboy.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Why are you worried about Johnny, Tifa, huh? You got
What?
history?
It's just... You've really changed.
How?
I suppose it...
Did Tifa mess with the timeline?
Yeah.
No, she's
Their
not. She's
eyes.
talking about his eyes.
They used to be less...
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
Jake, have you beat the game? Is Jake here? Jake's gone. Okay. What's up to Planet 08?
You must be tired.
Planet.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
I love Tropic Thunder.
Work for a minute. Build up some savings.
I see.
And a
In
planet.
that case, want to head back out and look for more gigs?
I saw a
Your
rant.
favorite things.
I saw a rant going on because some people on Twitter were getting mad about Robert Downey Jr. and blackface, and he's like, "Have you seen the movie?" And the answer is totally no.
Yeah.
The answer is no. If you're mad about that, you don't get it.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, dude. I was talking about that movie at work the other day, and I was like, that is a movie that would never be made now.
No, you can make it now because within the context of the movie, it's about the inappropriateness of a white actor putting on blackface. It's not.
Yeah. That part. It's really about, like, Hollywood
Before you do,
as a whole. But
Yeah, that too, but that character, yeah. So it's not. He's not really. He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Oh man, that's one of the best movies ever made.
I'm really sorry, but
It gets better every time I watch it too.
In the meantime,
yeah, it's pretty good.
grab a seat.
I just remember how hard I laughed when when Matthew McConaughey,
What it
told
would be?
Ben Stiller, he's like, at least you got to choose your son. And he, looks down at the picture of his, retarded child. When I watched it with Alex, I laughed at that for, 10 minutes.
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
Too simple, Jack. Yep, working on the platinum. Just doing the hard mode run. I've done everything else in the game. I don't think it's underrated. I mean, it got a couple Oscar nominations.
Most people would say something sweet right about now.
And it was a gigantic hit.
I'm sure they would.
I don't think Tropic Thunder's underrated. Do you think Tropic Thunder's underrated? It's underseen
Yeah, probably
by
not, yeah.
by people these days.
Our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
Which hand job did you go through with your first playthrough?
I gotta go.
You gotta
Did you
go.
ever check out that micro podcast I told you about?
Enjoy.
Started for a second. It's really produced. I don't know. I don't know if it's for me.
Hey, you see the
I think it's
news?
pretty cool,
The
because it's
reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public
It's
enemy
like,
number one. Gets your heart racing, doesn't
weird,
it? They don't
stories
know
about
faces, so
people,
we're in the clear for now.
mostly
But we
famous
wanna
people,
capitalize on this momentum.
and things that happen to
Speaking
them,
of which,
big
you
turning
coming on the
points in
next
their
one?
lives, and then at the end he reveals, who it was.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing
And it's
hard
fun,
for a
trying to
raise.
figure out who it is. I've gotten, 5 or 6 of them.
Tifa will be joining
And
us.
there's a bunch of film ones in there, too.
Even a blind man can see your heart's not in it.
It'll just be an obscure
So if it comes down to
person
do
or
or
someone
die,
whose name was changed
if I
before they
gotta
became
put my life
famous
in
or
someone
something.
else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was.
I don't know, it's like a total change of pace from what I normally listen to.
With podcasts, I'm more into comedy stuff or interviews. I do love Conan O'Brien's new show. I guess that's both. Yeah, not enough people see a lot of movies. There were a whole bunch of people on Twitter who thought that were surprised by the sinking of the Titanic when they had that re-release. So nothing's surprising me about people anymore. Alright. I don't know how you got this in one go, Schweiss. That's stupid. Stupid bullseye game. Darts. What am I playing? Yeah, and I've watched all but like 4 of those movies, so even I could get those references. The MCU, the Marvel movies.
Oh.
I just haven't seen the Captain Americas or the Ant-Mans. I've seen all the other ones.
I haven't seen any of the Captain Americas either. I'm told they're good, but
yeah, I'm
also told they're all good, so... and that ain't true.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, so, ugh.
God, dude. The more I think about that movie, the more I hate it.
It's just... I enjoyed it when I watched it, but... then I watched Alita Battle Angel, and it was the same movie, but better.
I was like, that was okay when I watched it, but the more I think about the ending, the more I, like, hate that movie.
Maybe just chill a bit.
It's so freaking... it's just such bullshit. The guy's like, alright, now you can face me without your superpowers. It's like the... you know...
Oh, they set it up. They have a fight at the beginning, and you know that she's got to get her internal power or whatever. I don't know. It was just cookie cutter, and I really hated the filming. I hated how it was directed, and how like they had all these big worlds and they wouldn't let you see it, and there was like fog everywhere. Like, I did not like how the movie looked.
Yeah, I just thought the ending was super pandery and social justice-y, because it's like, I'm not going to do it on your terms because you're a man. And she just uses her powers on him, and I'm like, you know, the whole point was like to grow to the point where the power wasn't really what you needed. You had like inner strength, but the movie's like, no, that's bullshit. That's patriarchy. And she just beats him down with the power. And I'm like, fuck this movie.
Well, I know what it means. Outside of watching it in that respect, you gotta watch Alita, dude.
I know, I haven't seen that one yet. I heard it's like this. You said it was the same movie.
It's the same movie, but way better. And I know that the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes don't reflect that, but everybody I know who's seen both agrees with me.
Guess that's that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the direction is so specific, and the action scenes are incredible.
You want another drink?
It's good stuff.
Time to celebrate.
And like it's visually
Sure.
very interesting and unique, and just well directed, not directed like a television show.
Yeah, wasn't that James Cameron's like idea for a script that he's been holding on to for like
James,
ever and ever and ever?
It was James Cameron's like 3-hour script that was rewritten to be shorter. And then
he didn't do it before because the technology wasn't there to do it or something like that, from what I remember.
Yeah, and he's still working on Avatar, but he didn't direct that one. That was directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, I remember that being one of the things, is he wasn't going to direct it.
But I love Robert Rodriguez.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over.
And I have no idea who directed Captain Marvel, but they're mediocre.
So much on me. This is our
Yeah, no
At
one
least
does.
visually mediocre.
Be right there. No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
2 directors, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck.
Jesse, I'm dying here.
Oh, I think they're a husband-wife couple. Directing couple.
I feel like you should
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the couple fights on set. Can you people just not, like... Yeah, Man, box office, $1.128 billion.
I just need my movie to make 52,000 for me to get out of debt.
I mean, if this movie can make 1.12 billion, if you can't make 50,000, you should probably just kill yourself.
Just fuck no. That's not how that works.
500.
Nah. You should consider. That's insane. That's a lot of money, dude. I remember when, like, Star Wars Episode 7 broke $1 billion, and it was like, oh my god. And now it's like every other freaking Marvel movie.
Well, they just got better at exporting it into foreign territories. It's not like they're doing well in the States, but they're not breaking records over here. Except for Endgame. That caveat.
Yeah.
Star Wars, I think, is still the biggest domestic.
I think with inflation, I think it's still Gone with the Wind, but
Gone with the Wind
might
is
be Star Wars.
Gone with the Wind with inflation is still the biggest movie of all time. It had multiple releases, and it was the biggest movie ever every time it was released for
That's so ridiculous.
multiple times. Before VHS, they used to re-release big movies, and sometimes it'd be a hit again.
It's just crazy that it was the biggest ever every single time. Like,
it just did well every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you.
Star Wars, though, that's the one I'm most impressed with.
That depends.
Because that's the first movie in a franchise. They were worried about putting it out. Like,
Time, you mean?
they didn't think it was going to be,
Shinra knows
you know,
better than to stick its nose
big,
in
and
my
it
boss's
was
business.
Like I
insane,
give a shit.
insanely big. And now there's like 10 plus movies, a million fan fiction books, like all these games, the merchandise, and he sold it for like what, $4 billion, and he kept merchandising, right?
4.5.
That's ridiculous. And he still got the better end of the deal.
Now he doesn't get blamed if they get bad movies.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, it's not my fault about Solo. I would have never made Solo. I told them there weren't underwear in space, and they fucked it up. That's the turning point. Once they
Right at the
underwear
beginning.
to space. Yeah. Once they brought space and underwear together, the movie sucked.
Got a question here that says, think Avatar 2 will top Endgame in the box office? No, I don't think it will. I think they waited way too long. I think it'll probably do well in foreign territories. I'm not even sure if it'll do well here unless it gets really good reviews, because the Avatar hate is strong, and I don't really know why, but I think Avatar is better than most of those Marvel movies.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
I agree, Joe.
I'd agree with that. I think it's a
Take your sweet time.
it's a copy of fucking
I know, I'm good.
Pocahontas, but it's way better than Pocahontas. So
Are you gonna let me in?
Yeah, the Disney Pocahontas movie is not actually that good of a movie.
yeah,
No, what was
God.
that one with Colin?
Guess I'll get
New
back
World, I've
New
never
World-
seen that.
New World.
Yeah. That's a Terrence Malick movie.
an apology.
I just
for not
haven't seen
getting
it
you on
yet.
a mission.
I don't remember
What
it.
do you think it is?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to ask you to keep all this a secret from the others, though. It's a personal
I
matter.
love how we just got done
Something
like
we need to sort out tonight.
breaking into this Shinra facility, and we're walking out of it like
Together.
armed to the teeth, and no one's saying a damn thing to us.
Well, my thing is like, how is Barrett allowed on the public train with a freaking
Don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
big,
Yeah,
huge
like-
military cage like
If I don't deal with it
rifle
now,
on
it's
his
gonna get
arm?
harder.
Yeah, like no one else is open carrying.
Anyway.
No one.
Count on me, can't I?
You think there'd at least be someone else?
A down payment.
I'm just exercising my Second Amendment rights
Yeah.
You dig?
while I'm saving the
Back
planet.
before morning, in case you're planning
You
on
think
traveling.
one can't be both pro
You just gonna
environmental
stand there
and
say
pro
that I
gun?
don't have a right to own a gun?
You don't care about the Second Amendment?
You all set?
I know you do.
You got that big old sword, and you think that don't count? You just stuck in the past. swinging big old swords around and shit. I got the real deal. I still think it's so weird that he's like this fucking massive guy. And he uses a gun. Like, he's the one guy that shouldn't use a gun in the whole game. Like, everyone else should use a gun. Yeah, like he'll just rip you in half.
Oh, dude, there's a scene with Shinra soldiers earlier on. We're just gonna do the review now. There's a scene with Shinra soldiers earlier on where they're like, drop your weapon. There's like 9 of them. They're like pointing at Cloud. He's like, put the sword on the ground. And I just had a moment. I was like, they have guns.
Yeah. What are they afraid of?
I mean, I'm sure they're afraid of like some psycho like swiping at them before they can get the shot. But
talking about one thing when you're obviously thinking about something else.
Yeah, and don't get me started on all that pep.
All right, I'll give you that. But
And Rude, which is one of the smaller frame guys, is the one that uses his fists.
No, we just figured you wanted to see
Instead
your
of the
parents,
Barrett.
that's all.
Nailed it, huh?
Yep, right on the head.
So, seeing as we don't have any family of our
Jesse's
own,
the
how
best.
about you let us be a part of yours?
Oh yeah.
You know, spread the wealth.
Are your parents still around?
In remakes, as far as I'm concerned, Jesse is better than Aerith. Come at me, people. Come at me.
Okay then.
On you.
Here's to awkward family reunion.
Goes. Yeah. Yep. Tifa, Jesse, then Aerith.
I take it you boys have your brand spanking new
to Planet 08, I don't think so based on the final cutscenes, but I'll get a second view at him here not too long.
You hear me?
Alright, if I skip the motorcycle thing, am I still gonna get the trophy for beating it on hard? I think
From
I
what
will.
I've heard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, because I've done this part like a million times because of that trophy. And I'm not good at the minigame.
Well, there's no one's technically good at that minigame. There's just a key to it. Your stats actually do matter for it. So if you equip like the hard edge, you will hit a lot harder. And if you do the armor that will resist lightning, which is electrical shocks, won't damage you worth shit during it.
There's a question on here that's asking if Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse die in the original. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I did like what you said in the mini review as far as the remake. It's a good take, Joe. It really is. And no one should be playing this before, without playing OG first. It's
No,
ridiculous.
there would be a weird cat, and there'd be just like a random brunette guy.
Oh yeah,
Some scenes that make no sense, which they hardly make sense
yeah.
having played it before.
Yeah.
Naughty, naughty! Until one of our flames is forever extinguished, our flames will never rest.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it's a weird mix between remake and replace.
Kind of like, we're gonna reboot it, but see, look, we're still keeping this for nostalgia.
She doesn't kiss you on the
Kind of a
cheek,
reboot.
does she? No, she doesn't.
She does for the trophy.
Yeah, and after the trophy,
Maybe you should just let me drive.
but she doesn't right now.
She wants to kiss you on the dick after you guys escape
I'll
the.
take one for the team and be your back warmer again.
Hey,
There needs to be a cheat
People are-
code.
people are creating some pretty good Rule 34 stuff out there. I'm just letting the peoples know.
The end of the ride.
Some good SFM content.
I don't know what that stands for. What is that? What does that stand for?
I'm not sure the S is, but it's just
Don't want to draw too much
full
attention
motion
to
video stuff. Like CGI animated.
Okay, alright.
People are running renders themselves.
And I'm running on fumes.
Don't worry, we'll top you up soon enough. Now let's roll.
to planet. Man, I'm plowing through these chapters. I'm midway through chapter 4. I've only been here for about 2.5 hours, maybe?
The residential area is just beyond this gate. Mind doing the honors? You've got an arm on you.
Oh, so tomorrow I'm getting a business plan from the distributors.
Nice.
So I'm gonna see what they think they can get out of the movie.
Employee housing district, where they put you when your parents worked for Shinra.
Oh. I'm excited to see those numbers.
Killing the planet. We were living a good life.
You know, I'm sure it's padded to make, you know, to get us to sign. I'm going to find out if I make my money back.
Still leaves the lights on every night for the girl who only comes home once every other blue moon.
That's a good question to send us in the email to Planet08.
Her Midgar special?
She's quite the cook. Quick to whip up finger-licking food, even if you drop by in the dead of night.
And she loves guests who ask for seconds or thirds.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. In general, yeah. There you go. There's your answer. Just gonna make my way over here.
Okay, let's head in. Cloud, you know what to do.
I do know what to do. That's why I was doing it before I was supposed to.
It's a shame you won't get to try the
I was
Midgar
doing it
special.
long before it was cool for anyone else to do it.
Why don't you just go wait inside, Cloud?
With your help, we won't need luck. You'll take on just about any job, right? Well, I need you to rob my house. Think you can do that for me?
Oh. Well, thanks. We got like 1 million emails, so
Go in through the back
the
door when the
FF7
coast
review
is
is
clear.
gonna
The
be
signal will be obvious.
real long. I hope, I assume that's what people want.
Contribute to it somewhere. Gotta record something.
Telling me you don't care about the email?
Time to go.
Google lapdogs.
This really doesn't matter if I'm being sneaky, if all these cats are gonna be like screwing up around here.
Yeah, the first time I played it, I thought the cats were the sign. I was like, what the fuck?
Inside,
Like, you'll see the signal. I was like, oh, is it the gang of cats?
don't take the one in
It's a
front of you.
weird signal.
Someone's asking us if we'll get Craig's thoughts too.
No.
If he gives them, I guess. Yo, I wanted to do a...
He's got a thing to record him. He can give us a
wanted to
voice
do
thing.
A cross-review thing. And the two are still down, but Cameron doesn't have any interest in playing it, so I'm like...
No way she'll ever hear you.
Did he not get the game? I thought he got the game.
No, he didn't.
Dad'll be
Oh,
mad, but
okay.
it's okay.
Never mind.
I need you to grab his Shinra ID card. And yeah, I know I should do it
I don't know
myself,
how I feel about doing the crossover.
but I honestly don't think I'm up to it. Just do this for me.
It would be more people's opinion, but...
Oh, you can have Craig and Zach review, and then
My dad, he was a maintenance supervisor at the reactor.
I forgot the card was on the ground.
Where do you think Jesse keeps those materias? Oh, here, I almost forgot.
I just think she's stuffing.
Here's a barrier materia.
Well, to Planet, you can listen to my mini episode where I address that.
What's this?
But also the fact that I'm not on Nude Clan anymore. It's a big part of that.
Hashtag bring Joe back.
Of course, after having beaten the game and realizing what we've realized, I don't know if there's people watching this who haven't beat the game yet. That it would have been appropriate to do a UFF review anyway.
Yeah, it is now appropriate. It wasn't until about halfway through when you realized.
The princess?
There are people in the Discord who think it's still just a straight up remake, and I'm like, how?
They haven't beat it yet, that's why.
No, they beat it, and they still thought that.
Oh my god.
And it's not like super clear. Probably for a first time player, but
you could say that it still is.
Under what
philosophically.
Well, under the idea, under the idea that they.
Mission accomplished.
It would have to be like a multiple.
We gotta stop talking about it.
Yeah,
we really do.
Okay. There's a way, and it's the way that I think the game is meant to be seen. But I'll see on a second playthrough what I think at the end.
So why not come home and get a job at the Sector 8 theater?
I'll think about it. You know, I'd really love to stay and chat, but
I think there's much better words nowadays to describe something like that.
But Wedge wanted some of your famous pizza.
So good.
Sure I can't tempt
What?
you with some more?
Maybe just a couple slices, Mrs.
Well, instead of saying remake, you could say reimagining or reboot.
I'm doing it for you guys. You don't want me going to work.
Yeah, but then it gives it away.
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time.
Retcon.
Since I can't get in touch with my supplier,
Retcon, yes.
Final Fantasy VII Retcon.
Hey there.
Retconica. 368 over 2 days.
Now comes the hard part.
Point 2, sleep over Nibelheim.
Alright, let's get to it.
Sorry, but you're staying outside.
Well, Sark, you can wait for the review. We're gonna review it on Monday, probably.
So, we came all this way just to eat pizza?
Do you think there's any innuendo significance to the fact that Jessie gave me her barrier materia?
Well, she talked about Cloud. She talked about Cloud having balls and then gave you materia later, yeah. There's that too.
Is that like an implied sex scene? What?
So what? Does this mean we're gonna ask
And then she comes into the room, and then he's like, "What is this?" She goes, "It's a proposition."
While you're inside, we make sure the guards are focused on the outside.
There's layers. There's layers.
When you see a flare go up, that's your cue.
What a disappointing ending.
And make for the warehouse plaza. The more hell you raise, the more time you buy me.
Definitely should have been blue materia.
You're gonna run this guy into the ground, aren't you?
How much time do you think you'll need?
Sink the pink material.
I'll be in and out. I'll send up another flare when I'm done. We rendezvous in the vacant lot.
Blue ball.
Hold on. How are we supposed to get back to the slums? Wait for the first train?
No. I want to be back before that. Don't worry. I have something worked out. Now, let's get this done.
Well, that diversion's not gonna create itself.
Gosh. My old roommate still bothers me.
Yeah.
He asked me, "What'd you do today? Anything special?"
While Jesse was doing a show with the gold saucer.
What's the matter with you?
What are you
Gosh.
Jesse always wanted to be an
He's still able to get in contact with you?
We're friends on Facebook.
That's a huge oversight.
He also has my number, I'm sure.
God.
It's just like a little, he's like a... It's like my 9th grade girlfriend. Just like texting me nothing. She's constantly texting, but there's nothing. Did you do anything fun today? Like, what do you...
Between his body and the heart of the planet.
You gotta come up with a better opener if you want to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's how it is with my siblings. That's why I never talk to them. They're like, "Hey, bro, it's been a while," and I'm like, "Yep."
Yes,
You're
it
right.
is. Dot dot dot.
And then nothing. It's like, guess it's gonna be a while again. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
There's a listener to one of our shows that messages me on Discord sometimes. It just says hello. I'm like, I'm not gonna give into this.
Once you do, you never go back.
I know. It's like I had to put that it was offline. It's like, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to talk about nothing. If you have a question, I'll respond, but I'm not just gonna say, hey. I don't want to be on social media all day long.
Gotta stay hidden. Wait. Just need to get past this gate. Wait. Where are the guards?
Looking forward to the vaguely sexist and racist review. You forgot vaguely transphobic and homophobic. But only vaguely. I'm glad we were directly.
I know, not especially now. The rest of it's more acceptable, but
like someone beat us here.
If we were any more than vaguely, we would have just been taken off the internet.
Nah, there would have been a big shouting match. Then a whole bunch of other, like, angry people would have come to our aid. Just anger.
Yeah,
just everywhere.
We did get a bad review recently, and then someone else, like, bitching about the bad review.
Yeah, that was in response to all the stuff on Twitter. I'm pretty sure someone just went in there and was like, I'm gonna show this guy what's what. Which I appreciated.
I can handle this solo.
What was the bad review?
Let me pull it up. Why not?
Was this the same one you was going off on Twitter on?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, okay. That one.
You can use that vending machine over there to stock up.
I was more... It wasn't even that bad, dude. I listened to that review again. I was like, oh man, glad he didn't listen to the other ones.
What, the Bloodborne? It does probably.
Oh, that's for Nude Clan, but...
Yeah. UFF is a different story.
Yeah, UFF apparently offended him more in the first 10 minutes than all other podcasts combined.
What kind of echo chamber he's living in?
I don't know. I called people... I called people who were, like, only wanting the FF7 remake mouth-breathing fans.
Yeah.
Which was like a joke, but... Now it looks like he's confirming it.
We need to get Snopes.
And us?
We're the backup. First, we climb high enough to get a vantage point, then we go to town on them.
Hey. So, what did you want to talk about?
When spring comes, I'm leaving town. I'm going to Midgard.
Alright, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, there's something about scenes that are staged like this that always drive me nuts. Because when you're talking to someone, unless you're like really pissed off or like you're about to cry or something, you don't want to show your face. You don't have your back turned to them the entire time.
It's for the dramatics.
I know, it is for the dramatics, but it's like awkward. I'm starting to notice it more and more. and I started noticing it
Shilly.
when, like, you'll
entire scene is that.
Yeah. No, they're parallel in a bed. I can get that, or opposite beds from each other. But in FF13, they did it a lot. There was always the dramatic turn, and then the music would start, and then they'd have like an over-the-shoulder shot of the other actor.
Yeah.
Or the other character.
Always overshot to hope, whether it's through snow or lightning's
ding,
back.
Ding 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 ding. So there's something about that kind of staging that bugs me because it's really unnatural. But also, like, someone else pointed this out when I was doing a play, and the director was like, "Okay, you guys got to stop grabbing each other's shoulders." It's like, think about it in real life. How often do you grab someone's shoulder? Almost never. And now I have grab shoulder dar. So I'll watch like a movie with like a group shot of like some excited gentlemen. Like the Nude Clan boys have never like gotten excited about something, and like everybody was grabbing each other's shoulders and like pulling each other in. That never happens. Something to look for now.
All the guys are leaving.
It would have been more natural for Tifa to sit next to Cloud if she was going to talk to Cloud in this scene. Whatever. It's fine.
That's why you see some Grace, she'll just come up and embrace you at all times.
Great war hero, huh? Isn't it pretty hard to become a soldier?
Yeah, so I won't be back for a long time.
Guess not. Think you'll be in the papers?
I'll try.
Just promise me one thing. When we're older and you're a famous soldier,
God, she's sending more texts.
Or in trouble, promise you'll come and save me.
I'm leaving them unread for now.
Huh?
That's what heroes do. They save people. Please? Just once. Come on, promise me.
I hate Cloud's ponytail.
I promise.
Little douchebag.
It's like that Farmer John kid you'd have in like your high school or junior high, and just like had a rat tail or something disgusting.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference.
Flash forward within a flashback.
I feel trapped.
That's the signal.
All according to plan.
Tell who? Twitch.tv/Ultimate Final Fantasy. Alright. Let's go kick some more butt.
I don't see any intruders. Maybe they went home. Oh, hey, over there.
Get the helmet hair? I get the helmet hair too. I got really thick hair. So when it grows, it just grows up. Not in like a cool afro sort of way. It's not curly, it's just big. Would have been great in the 70s. Would have had to do no work. Other people with thin hair would have been blow drying their hair and putting a bunch of chemicals in it to make it look like my hair. But I got that Roger Moore hair. Just naturally.
Here we go. See ya.
shitting me. Give me a bit more time and I got you.
Give it up!
Do I use shortcuts for the abilities? No.
Any time now.
Come on, hit me, bro.
Now you're in for it.
Say bruh. Shaka bruh.
Enough.
See, you might have the mic or the. Oh shit! I almost said Michael Moore here.
No. Not right now, dude. Did you? I don't know if you saw my Instagram thing. I don't know if you've seen my beard yet.
Is it a lot?
Oh, it's a lot. It's the longest I've ever had it. For sure.
I don't Instagram.
Oh, I put it on my Facebook stories too.
Here we go.
No.
Just talking about getting distribution for the movie.
You might have the Roger Moore, but see, I'm killing the Louis C.K.
That's that.
I mean, they're both sexual predators in their own special way.
At least there's that.
Of course, Roger Moore was less rapey than the Sean Connery Bond.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Well, Sean Connery's just the master of persuasion.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, I mean, it eventually became consensual. In the haystack and in Goldfinger.
50 no's and I got shit.
He's not wrong.
That's the last one.
Mr. Cog away.
Come and get him.
Any last words?
Don't eat me! Please don't eat me!
God, I can't even remember what line the main guy in that movie has when he pushes that guy off the roof, but it is so bad, dude.
Hell of a show, man. If only the ladies loved you that much.
What's that dude's name? The main guy from that fucking...
From the Untouchables?
Yeah.
It's Kevin Costner.
Yeah, that Costner line near the end is so fucking terrible.
I have seen... I've seen the clip of him saying it's okay to slap a woman. I've never seen the whole interview.
I've seen the interview.
But here's what's interesting about that. So Sean Connery says it's okay to hit a woman. Roger Moore, divorced from his wife, she was physically abusive to him. Two different James Bonds. Two very different James Bonds.
Yeah, after they divorce, there's a knock at the door and it's Sean Connery. But put you in your place. Sexy sax plays and she just falls into its arms. I hear you're out of line. That's crazy though. That's so random. They have like opposing abuse stories.
I mean, one of those Bonds was definitely a lot nicer.
I just remember how crazy that fucking that part in shit. I think it's the first Bond where he like there's the dude that's helping him get on the island and he just gets fucking flamethrown by the little like flamethrower tank thing. I was not expecting that to happen.
That's the first one. Flamethrower tank is the first one.
Guy walks up, he's like, ah! Like, oh, Bond's gonna save him, isn't he? He's fucking gets
I don't know if I really should have summoned, but it seemed like it'd be fun.
You know, I think it's kind of dumb that the Shinra knockoff kid can respect your weapons when you don't even need all of the points.
Oh, I know a secret about that kid now. But you have to beat the super boss in order to get it.
Is he gay?
Close.
Oh, man.
Careful, that's slightly homophobic.
So he's Hope then.
Yeah, he's just like, I am God.
You're like, fuck.
Okay, what's the name of God in 13?
Buenavelza.
Buenavelza.
I still hold to it not being God the whole time. But I honestly don't really care to like even go back and look at it. So I was thinking about it the other day, and I started to Google it, and I was like, you know,
no,
I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter, because either way, it's stupid. And so is playing that game, like, second playthrough, burning through the side quests, and him just chattering the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's rough.
Light. Stupid fucking, like, call noise. It's like, you need to shut the fuck up. Do something.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes I can remember things very well, but for some reason, like, some of these Final Fantasy games, the ones I don't care about, mostly, I just don't remember. I'll have to listen to a review. It's like, what did I think about it back then?
Purge them from your mind.
I just purge them from my mind, dude. I'll have, like, images in my head. That's about it. I remember Lightning's gameplay pretty well. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that game's hella fun to play.
And most of what I remember from 13.2 is the final boss. Come at me, bro. Aw, oh, cheater.
I see you.
Oh, he's actually doing damage when he's doing that. Oh, got my first death.
Yeah, I died to him once too. It was so dumb. Of course, I died to Scorpion like 3 times, I think.
For some reason, I thought Roche was another one of those, like, you just guard all day guys, but I guess not. So that's what Reno is. Just guard. And you're good. Guard and Punisher mode. Oh gosh, this whole entire section? Ah.
It depends on which option you choose.
I chose the wrong one, it looks like.
Yeah, it's the city at 12 all over again. If you look up, it's like, oh no. Oh god. You wanted to save your replay? I don't know.
It's a very specific experience.
Yeah, I know the answer, but I don't know the answer I need.
Yeah. I don't need the experience. I'm already level 50, so redoing these fights. Lame. Thank goodness for triple slash. Just plow. I'll just skip these cutscenes. Bahamut you get doing the quest for the weird kid.
Yeah. The fucking Asperger's kid. Did you notice that he says, like, they basically took the line from 15, come up with a new recipe thing?
Yeah, I did notice that.
It felt so like the guy knew what it was referencing and he hated the fact that he had to say it.
Like the voice actor?
The new material. Yeah. Like,
come up with a new material.
It's the ultimate magic experience.
No.
That was the best quest, dude. The ultimate flavor experience.
Try me.
Let's go kill a beast god and take tiny chunks of them and stick it in this cup, dude.
It's a pretty sick quest.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
It's like, how much meat do you need for this? Is it like one of those like pufferfish things where like only a little part of it's not poison?
You gotta cut it the right way.
Gotta fell this gigantic beast.
Yeah, the activists are probably
just for the little dried out pieces of meat.
This game is so I hate it.
Is there a worse shrimp than ramen shrimp?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I hate shrimp.
I love shrimp.
Fish food, period.
Shrimp, crab, and lobster don't count. The things that eat the bottom feeder, disgusting ones, actually taste pretty good. I don't know though, those little baby shrimp
feeders.
Those little baby shrimp are kind of foul. The smell is something else.
Woo!
I do need to go back and do all the extra stuff in 15.
Oh wow, just had some bad luck on that fight.
Yeah, we need to go back too. And I think Joe and I have discussed that we probably will just do all the 15 stuff at some point. Because we paid for it, so.
Yeah.
Or just breaking all sorts of things we...
You did. I
thought
don't
we
have a
both
season
did.
pass. No.
Oh.
Technically, Jacob paid for some of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a smart man.
I mean, I bought the deluxe thing.
Right, I'm not trying to one-up you. I'm trying to say, like, oh, what's best is if it's bought on your account so that everybody can access it. As opposed to doing, like, bullshit on disc.
It's over. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I am pretty interested in all the stuff that got changed up. There was a lot of improvements. Making everything felt different about 15.
I mean, they just forego the super boss fight completely.
You're done. I'll end this. Brace yourself.
Yeah, I got so frustrated when I did like 15 or 20 of those hunts from the restaurants, and none of it mattered at all for the platinum.
I did every quest in the game outside of the fishing ones.
You mean like catching everything?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the fisherman quests?
Outside of the fishing ones. I got rid of every single question mark on the map in the game.
Yeah, I think the only one we didn't do is the hidden one where you find like scraps of paper. That one leads you to the Piteos dungeon, which neither of us did. That's like the one that's supposed to be a weird platformer.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be the one where you can't, like, it's a lot harder or something, right?
Yeah, because it's a platforming game at that point, which is weird. But that quest wasn't on the. It was never on the map. It was just something you had to find. So yeah, we put a lot of time into that 15. It was like 100 plus hours.
Thank God for all that new game plus stuff. I sure like Royale,
Anytime
and other things. One day.
I told you we were gonna push it past the red line.
All right, I see you.
Come at me, bro.
I keep you company. In the blink of an eye. Open up the drug. I keep you company. Oh, that's a camera.
I'm waiting.
Enjoying yourself?
Now you're ready for it. You're out of time.
Wonderful gift you've given to me. How marvelous.
Yeah, that was a lot easier this time. Okay. Hard mode's easier than normal mode.
What?
With such fleeting pleasure.
If you did all the other crap first. You get that Gadamaranga do gripper? Gatterdamarang?
Yeah, it sounds like a Lamb of God album.
Dumarog.
Okay, boys, give it everything you've got, but kill the swordsman first.
Dude, in the sequel, I better be able to start it on level 50 with all my crap.
Until then,
I have a feeling you will.
I'll see you on the road.
I think that's why they put up the level 50 cap.
One can always hope.
It's gonna be like a weird MMO thing.
I don't know, I'll just rather like start one again.
Thing is, though, that they're gonna make it for PS5. I don't know how that would work on the software level.
Well, I think it's supposed to be, and maybe this is still rumored, but it's supposed to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, as long as they should just stick with the engine. We all know Square has issues with constantly wanting to do their own engine and changing the engine. They should stick with this all the way through, and find ways to make it run better on PS5 or obviously PC later and go forth, but they should still get every game in the series out on PS4 in my opinion.
That's a good freaking point. There's
so much time in between games. They're like, oh look, remember the White Room engine, the Luminos engine? And then they're like, oh, we don't need either of these. We're gonna go through Unreal Engine 4 just to get Kingdom Hearts 3 and FF7 remake done. Because of how much time it took for 15. Like,
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but someone was saying it was the same engine, and I was like, no.
This is Unreal.
15. Yeah,
15
had
Luminous, yeah.
And 13 had the
13 had crystal tools.
Yeah.
Dude, that's showing my age. Before they even named it Crystal Tools, I remember they were calling it White Room. It was like 09 or something right after.
Anybody remember the Nintendo Revolution?
Yeah, much better name.
No.
It's not a great name, but I do think it's better than Wii.
Yeah,
it's less comical though. Especially when they whip out that Wii U.
Considering how we see the not retcons, but is the RetroCon you guys have? It would have been interesting if they did release the Nintendo Revolution with being able to plug in any cartridge-based media. That would have been interesting back then.
If only. That would have only been the greatest console of all time. Because it's every console.
That's why the hype was up there for me for when they announced it. Like, oh, okay, that'd be cool.
I mean, they did it, but it was just online. They had those old titles on there. Really smart thing Nintendo did back then. Now it's commonplace with all the consoles, but
yeah. Well, I love how if you look at all the coding of every re-release of Super Mario Bros., it's because someone hacked into it to be able to get it to run on emulators and PC in the first place. So if you actually look at Nintendo's storefront for the copy, it's not their version. It's one that got built from scratch from a hacker on PC. I thought that was pretty funny when I figured that out.
Oh.
So they're selling their
go
own
the path of least
emulated
resistance.
Yeah. Hey, that's what emulation can help do for the industry. So. Especially when other people are like, no, there's no way, it's impossible, you can ever get Doom to run on a, T90 calculator. Oh, really? Or the local ATM machine, right?
I can't wait for the newest calculators with Skyrim on it.
Well, we're beyond calculators, Joe. It's on our mini fridges.
Your ass is fine. Maybe singed, but the only casualty is your underwear. This is like a bruise or a mild burn at worst.
Smack me again, Jesse.
Now that was a gunshot.
Is that a smile I spy?
Smack that all on the floor.
It's not safe here. We should go.
Copy that.
Everybody's stupid thumbs up in this game. Stop it!
How do we get back to the slums?
With a little trick I've been dying to try out.
Yeah, let's play it, dude. Anybody else holding gigantic swords?
All residents are to return to their homes and remain indoors until further notice. I repeat, for your safety, go home.
I heard someone say it was an attack.
Hey, it was a terrorist, right? There has been no attack. For your safety, please go home and remain indoors.
Salt Lake still have a curfew?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think till Monday. Wait, I'm sorry.
It's, I think they changed the time today. It's like later.
Okay. Apparently it's really bad in LA right now.
Sure hope so. Yeah, me too. For your dad's
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't been looking into it because I just don't feel like being pissed off. Just don't.
Yeah. I mean, you know, LA is pretty close to where it happened, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Yeah. They're basically neighbors.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, they started with the protests, and then I saw a video of a girl at work, and that they were piling up sodas at the doors so people couldn't get in, like soda can boxes. And then my far too attached roommate, who hasn't figured out that I hate him yet, told me that the CVS nearby literally had been boarded up with wood, and they have an 8 p.m. curfew.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
it's really
you
bad.
coming all this way with me. And like I said before, I'd be grateful if you kept this between
I think everyone's considering it like a concerted effort by Antifa. I think Barr is actually looking into that too.
Wait, I almost forgot.
Because it's breaking out like all over the place. And I think the problem with like getting them before was that it wasn't like it was claimed to not be like a real organization, so you can't really like declare it like a terrorist group because there is no group, quote unquote. But now it's kind of seeming like there might be some sort of organization. But I don't know. That's still like something that's being looked into.
I mean, anytime there's some big event like this with large protests, there's going to be absolutely terrible people that come in and take advantage.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. It's like, it doesn't have to be a guy at the top saying, break shit down. It could just be, there's a bunch of these Antifa douchebags everywhere.
It's a specific sect within each state.
Yeah, and so, like, it's the states that get bad, they're going to take advantage of that and tear shit apart. So, yeah, it could just be that. So maybe there is no organization, but...
Well, I mean... Yeah, I mean,
they're hilarious that
they're making a big deal about the white guys with the tattoos going in there. Yeah. But I mean, there's all sorts of people are doing all sorts of things. It's just crazy people. They brought out the crazies.
The dudes that, like, stormed a building armed.
I don't know about that story.
No. Yeah, a lot of people were mad because peaceful protesters were getting gassed, but then, like, this group of dudes, like, stormed, I can't remember what building it was, and they had, like, AR-15s and stuff, and they were, like, screaming at the police to, basically to let people start, like, getting haircuts and shit, and everyone's like, oh, I love how they get gassed, but these guys don't. It's like, well, these guys had guns, so, I don't know, maybe
it would have been a firefight. If you brought the army in, you might have had a different story.
It's like the cops didn't fire at them because they would have probably been killed. I wouldn't have fucking done it either.
Story about, oh no, that wasn't related. It was in Seattle. There was an officer left like an AR-15 in his backseat of the cop car, and an Antifa member from Seattle actually just broke open the back glass window and just stole it. And a fellow protester stole it from the Antifa member and handed it back to the cop. Crazy shit.
I think the coronavirus made everybody like they're just ready. They're just ready to.
Lockdown probably didn't help.
Yeah, they're just ready to be violent.
I think the lockdowns are, they're done for Corona now, right?
Well, there's too many people out being freaking nuts.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I heard? I heard a freaking story. I can't remember who it was, but they were like saying, oh, and now the president's probably going to blame these riots for the next big spike. And it's like, well, yeah, look at these people. So I think it was like a CNN reporter who was getting all mad about that being a possibility in the future. It's like, well, no shit. There's all these people without masks on, like fucking torching buildings. Like, there's your fucking spike in cases, bro.
New York Times says Trump wants to call Antifa a terrorist group. Seeking blame for
That's
the protests.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't. They're not wrong when he wants to label them that.
I mean, there's protests and then there's rioting.
Right.
Those are not the same thing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, protesting is fine.
Girls trying to make it big on stage.
I wouldn't. I've never done it.
I think protesting doesn't do jack. I really don't. I think the only thing you can really do to make change is to vote or to run. Like, that's all you can do.
Or
convince other people to vote by running. Yeah.
Or you better yourself and then work on the world around you afterwards.
Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that.
Well, you see.
Wedge is like, dude, everything she says is a lie. It's like, Wedge, look at yourself.
She called me fat one time.
She's a tease, bro.
Hey there, Bigums, Reggie, Smalls. Brought a new friend to meet you. These little guys are on guard duty today.
Yeah, I rage quit social media like 3 days ago.
No, I saw that. I saw it. My favorite was your grammatical error in the middle of it. It just really underlined your point, how mad you were.
Yeah.
I think you typed the twice or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. I say that sometimes too.
The
fucking conspiracies.
I mean, right now the Antifa thing's just a conspiracy theory, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's conspiracy theories that I buy. That one and multiple shooter theory, that's about it. Well, maybe not no, I don't know about multiple shooter, but definitely not magic bullet. That's nonsense.
Oh god. No.
I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, I get it.
Look, man, that fucking thing was like a ping pong ball inside his inside that
Stop.
VP's
Just
body.
stop. I don't even want to talk about this.
The birds, man. Don't you want to talk about the birds?
I don't want to talk about Jack.
The drones, man.
No promises. I'll think it over.
I really.
Okay.
That was one of the reasons why I got so pissed too, is because it's always conspiracy. They're like, oh, I think it's the police starting the riots. It's like, God, how fucking retarded can you possibly be? Like, I think that I'm not to blame at all, and I'm okay with that. On its faceless face. It's like there's like no convincing some of these people. Like they're just crazy. They're just fucking crazy.
Yep.
Let me back in.
I had to put a couple people that were retweeting stuff on mute. As far as my timeline, I'm like, oh, this too crazy, guys.
I retweeted like a call for like there was a guy on the news that was calling out people being violent during their protests, and he was really mad, and I thought that was admirable. And there was a good speech from in Atlanta, Georgia. Thought it was good.
Oh, you're the mayor and Killer Mike.
Well, that might have been what his name was, Killer Mike.
Yeah, the rapper.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. Yeah, thought he had some really good points. No, he was just talking about making actual change and what that would require, and it was like, yeah, that's exactly right.
Do whatever you can to make your city better.
I just don't want to be involved anymore. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, on both sides. Like, I'm just so fucking sick of it all, dude.
Why are there only two sides?
Social media is just not... I don't think it's good for people. And I know it's not good for my fucking pulse, so...
You got mad at me for
Like,
blocking
we all
stuff
wanna-
that just made me upset all the time. It was like, I just don't... I know it's there. I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
This old friend of mine's in a tight spot.
And like, dude, one of the things that set me off was like, I was bitching, or I said something about like, oh, what was it? They said something about someone. I think it was like Liz's mom was talking about how like she put a stupid thing. It was like a picture of people rioting after a sports game, and then people rioting and looting for this, and they're like, tell me why one is okay and the other's not. And I was like, or alternatively, they're both stupid.
They're
as hell.
both terrible. Why is
And
that
then
never an option?
I know. It's like, God. It's like there's only two options in your mind. It's like, this one's good. This one's good. It's like, how about
people? How about being being pieces of crap always bad?
Yeah, and it undermines the people that are actually protesting, because then in people like my mind, like people like me, all I see is the scumbag. You know what I mean? Like it gets hard to
name anybody
take it
outside of
seriously.
Philly that didn't like point out and make fun of when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and they were flipping their own fucking cars. It was a shit show.
Yeah, and then I said that, and I was like, or they're just both stupid. And then she's like,
Yeah.
obviously it was dripping with sarcasm when I said that. And then
No.
she gives me a picture of like a meme that has like the Boston Tea Party, and I'm like,
no.
okay, bitch, is it sarcasm or like are you being serious? Because like you can't say I'm obviously being sarcastic and then double down on the sarcasm.
I'll be honest, I probably would have been a Tory back in the day. So, it doesn't work for me, that kind of argument. I probably would have been like, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, I was like, that's also stupid. I mean, and I told her, like, I think Ben Franklin said he would pay for it, which is one. Are these people going to pay for all this? No. You can't even pay for a TV. How are they going to pay for the fucking building? Yeah.
You mean you did all of this for a 2% tax raise? I'd kill for only a 2% tax raise.
Yeah. No, and then, like, I was like, I don't think you really want to be bringing up examples from that long ago, all things considered. And then, like, someone else came and was like, gave me, like, 7 articles to, like, sports riots. It's like, maybe you should do your research next time. And I was like, maybe you should learn how to fucking read a message, because I said they're not the same, or they're both stupid. Like, she's like, but do your research about the sports riot. These are examples in more recent times.
It's like,
I'm like,
I
already
hate
said those
sports
are dumb.
fans, so that would just like underline it.
It's like, fuck sports. Like, I don't fucking care. I like playing them, but I'm not gonna fucking flip a car.
It's great exercise.
I'm a Jazz fan. I'd be flipping cars all the time. I can't be bothered.
They don't win ever.
God damn it.
Yeah, and then I said something else. That lady posted something else, and it was a shirt. It was like Kobe Bryant wearing a shirt that said, I can't breathe. And I was like, oh, that's obviously doctored. And then they told me it was from another incident, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I was wrong. And then the response, this is what made me so fucking mad, dude. The response was, thank you, Caleb, for learning and growing. And I was like, you fucking asshole. I'm like, thanks for learning and growing, Caleb. It's like, go fuck yourself. Like, you... Don't fucking tell me that. Don't you thank me for learning and growing, you fucking asshole. Thank you for seeing it my way, Caleb. I really think you've grown.
That's what they really mean when they say that.
Oh, God. I was so fucking mad when I saw that. Bitch.
Hey,
I
that's
got your
slightly
fucking
sexist.
learning and growing right here.
I don't know, man. I always feel like I'm on an island of... I guess I have a sports team. I'm registered as a Democrat, but...
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
Yeah, I was...
It's like, if I have to pick one of these teams, I guess I'll pick this one.
Yeah, I should have stayed independent.
That's only in case I ever want to run for local office. I need to have a party.
Yeah.
Me Too twice. From what I've been seeing from a lot of people who are claiming to be libertarian, and what I've been seeing the last couple of weeks, I'm
I mean, there's a few things I don't agree with. And I don't know. I think I like the more social aspects of conservatism more than I used to. And I think the problem with libertarianism is like that doesn't really exist. Which would be awesome if everyone were Jordan Peterson, but only Jordan Peterson is Jordan Peterson. And even he almost died in fucking Russia from a drug overdose.
Yeah, I know.
So like, no one's perfect here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
There is some aspect, where you try not to be judgmental of other people, but you have to take some sort of fixing the culture.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think as long as you're not a straight party voter, then you're fine.
Yeah.
You should.
Things
if you're
are
not going to look into
nuanced.
people or look into issues, then you shouldn't vote. And other than that, I don't really care, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of feel you got to choose one of them.
Even for me being kind of slightly autistic and completely antisocial, even at this point I'm looking at things on social media and not being with a lot of people, being socially isolated and stuff, and I'm like, is this like what we all want to do if we're like part of a libertarian party? It seems like a bit much. Even I'm kind of going too much isolation, you know?
Yeah.
Some aspects of conservatism.
See, that's one of the ones that made me not really like it as much, because I listened to a podcast with Dan Crenshaw, and he was talking about isolationism, and one of his big points is like, he was out there helping people in Afghanistan. Like, they had no other help, basically. And he was like, there's obviously it's a risk to be at war, stuff like that, but like when you're on the ground and you see these people, he says, I can't be for isolationism when there's regimes like this out there. And then, I mean, World War II, we were isolationists until we got attacked, and like, we had heard about what was happening in Nazi Germany, and I don't think that's right at all to stay out. That's bullshit.
We were given weapons to Great Britain.
No, I know. We were supplying everyone but Japan. Well, not everyone, but the Allies. And then Japan got really pissed because they see that as us being bad guys. But like, we weren't willing to go and help. It was like, let Europe deal with Europe's problems. It's like, no, I don't think that's Europe's problem. I mean, the whole reason why we hit Japan is because it wasn't just fucking Asia's problem anymore. They wanted everything. They were going expansion mode, hardcore. Fucking, it's like the Corona the whole time. They're up on this tiny fucking island. And they look across the sea and they see those Chinese. And like, fuck. That's our land. So I don't know. That was one of the big things that made me change my mind on that, which I was always really for.
Wait,
just staying out.
I remember hearing some of a conversation like that he was having with Maher. Was it Bill Maher? Yeah? Or was it?
I think he brought it up on Rogan's, was the one I listened to.
Yeah.
I've heard him on Bill Maher. I don't know though. Like I want to find a good, like, non-conservative podcast to listen to. Because even though I am more that way, like, I'm not super crazy that way, so I'd like to have
I'm now willing to, echo
but I
out
don't really
people.
know of anyone that's comparable.
I only hear, not like a huge publication or anything. I don't hear him talking about his own ideas, but as far as like discussing current trends and things that's going on, I kind of like Tim Pool. I don't mind Tim Pool.
You okay?
He's been on Rogan quite a few times, and he has called out like some bullshit on both sides.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lean left, so.
And like I tried to. I like Bill Maher. I think he's funny, but I think he has the same problem that Adam Carolla has, where like they're both funny, but when they get on their real political tirades, they're not really that funny anymore.
Yeah.
And the problem with Bill Maher is they usually don't agree. So like at least with Carolla, I'm like, oh, he's got a point, but he's like freaking the fuck out here. Bill Maher, it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So they both kind of get annoying, and I just only listen to a few, and then I kind of stop.
God, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, I find it hard enough just like following like 6 or 7 different people for podcasts and willing to listen to it all day, every day with politics. I'm like, oh, it seems like a bit much because, you know, David's sending me that stuff all the time. I can't listen to like 7 of these a day, dude.
Yeah.
It's way too much.
I just won't. I mean, I'm like, I can't, man. I'm not going to do that.
That's enough. You're out, Jesse.
Huh? What about the mission? We already sent Biggs in, remember?
I got Wheel of Time, and that's already like 19 fucking days long.
Yeah, no, I bought a book like a year and a half ago at this point, and I still haven't read it.
You bought your first book?
Yes, my first book. It's called Pop on Pop. You should read it sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm only halfway through, but...
Yeah. It is pretty sad every single time that the children hop on him, but you know, you get over it. That's the tremendous part of the story. I'm hoping to read the other half sometime next year.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it though. You can't rush quality.
No.
Go and raise some hell for me.
That'd be like listening to, you know, a book on tape at 2 times speed. You know, you can't be doing that.
I do that. I do it at about like 1.5. 2 times is tough. 2 times.
Yeah, it depends on who's narrating. Or
2 times is where you start at in order to normalize 1.5.
It's the equivalent of swinging like 4 baseball bats to get ready for the one bat.
Yep.
I'm getting to be the way podcasts because it's like, all right, 55-minute podcast. Maybe I can get this down to like 40. I got shit I gotta do.
See, and I only do 1.0 times now. I've stopped doing increased. Because, I don't know, like, some of those books,
Some books, you can't. Some books are too dense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I try to read, what is it, Wealth of Nations again. I don't think I can do 1.0. That's too much.
Oh, I listened to that one at like 1.5.
I can tell you're nervous.
That's a slow fucking book.
Okay, I'm ready now.
I thought that book was great.
I like it, but
I had never taken an economics class, so most of my economic knowledge comes from that book and then like researching stuff after having read that book. So... I don't know, that's just one of my knowledge fields that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Not that I'm great now. I have a brother-in-law who studied economics, so...
Is it, what's his name? The like,
Travis?
most unassuming man in the world. Yeah, Travis. The most unassuming man in the world.
Yeah, I studied economics.
I believe it. Probably really good at it, too.
It's really good at math, apparently.
I believe that.
Do you think Biggs is on schedule?
Got that math physique.
Oh, it ain't like my sister's is that much better, so...
Yeah, that's, well, yeah. He didn't yell at me for swearing either, so... He might have.
She was the skinny he swears.
Oh, okay. So he was like...
Both of them swear. They don't say the F word, but every other word.
No. I mean, the F word is pretty up there.
So they'll be like...
Yeah, to people who haven't been desensitized.
Yeah, people who don't say it every other sentence. It's up there.
What the fuck are you talking about, Schweiss? No.
I just had terrible influences in middle school. I just curse a lot.
Yeah.
It's just in place of ums.
Yeah.
It really is.
Not proud of it. Oh, is it 1 a.m.? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I just got to chapter 5.
Nice.
Where are you at, Schweiss?
I think it's chapter 5.
Wait, are you not playing 7?
The target's Mako Reactor 5.
No, I am.
Oh, okay.
From the station, we take the back streets.
It's either 5 or 6.
It's the same deal as last time.
Oh, Strap, go to bed.
And then blow it all to hell. Let's do this one for Jesse and Wedge. They deserve it.
Oh, it's fine.
I didn't think word would spread this fast. There's barely anyone on this train, and none of them look happy to be here.
Might stand out as a group. You two stay here.
Ain't no getting off of this train.
Yeah.
I think there will be for me. I think I'm about to get off the train.
Here comes the first hurdle.
Not much of one.
I know, but that doesn't mean I don't have butterflies in my stomach.
Ah, man, later.
Hey, would you mind keeping an eye on things the next car over?
Later, Joe.
I'm worried there might be trouble.
Well, someone just said that in the chat.
Barrett's always on edge.
Giving it about 2 more
But
minutes.
you know he's a good guy underneath it all. The people on this train don't.
They'll be fine.
Maybe. But I won't be until I know for sure.
Be right back.
Thanks.
Maybe not. I just got to the beginning of this chapter. Sounds good. Weapon upgraded. Which weapon? Oh, they all have 6 slots now. Nice. Nice. Let's look at the system log real quick. Oh my gosh, if you were OCD and you want to do that enemies assess thing, ugh. I need to assess every enemy.
Oh god.
Every single one.
Yeah, that's way too fucking much.
I need trophies tied to fucking bestiaries.
You only have to do 12, I think, max. 12 or 16. Can't remember.
Oh yeah, I did all that first playthrough. Fern did that. Got only until.
Yeah, Bahamut and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 77 hours, 39 minutes.
Damn.
Alright, we're done. We're done, yeah.
45.
I'm at 63:52.
Hey, thank you guys for
45.
watching. Goodbye.